focus standards covered in this lesson are Reading Foundations 2.3, which is to know and apply grade-level phonics and word analysis skills in decoding words. The primary standard being covered in this lesson is Reading Foundations 2.3.F, which is to recognize and read grade-appropriate, irregularly spelled words. This video will provide information on what high-frequency words are and the importance of teaching them to early readers. This video will also provide a lesson plan that you can use to teach a small group of students struggling with this standard. High-frequency words, or sight words, are words most frequently found in text. Many of these words do not follow a spelling pattern. Therefore, students need to recognize them by sight. Sight words account for up to 50% of the words found in text. If students have strong sight word knowledge, they will be able to spend more time decoding longer, difficult words. There are two common lists used when teaching sight words: the Dolch word list and the Fry word list. Both lists contain words frequently found in text and have slight variations. Dolch words are composed of 220 words and 95 nouns, while the Fry word list is composed of the most frequent 1,000 words found in text. The lesson plan provided, which can be accessed through Edify, targets students who need help developing their high-frequency word recognition. In order for this lesson to be successful, it needs to be administered daily and in a small group of no more than 5 students. This lesson assumes that your students can already fluently read the kindergarten and first grade Dolch words. The materials that you will need for this lesson plan include the Dolch phrases, Dolch second grade word cards, sight word sentences, pointers for the guided practice, the Dolch story, and the formative assessment on Edify. You will want to begin your lesson by setting the purpose. Explain that by being able to recognize a large number of high-frequency words, we will be able to spend more time decoding longer, more difficult words. Continue your introduction by building their interest. Show students a page from a book that has many sight words. Read the page to the students and count how many sight words are on the page. For example, in the page from Cynthia Rylant's Henry and Mudge Under the Yellow Sun, there are 19 sight words. Use the number of words to point out how important it is to know sight words. Next begins the teacher model. Start by having students read Dolch phrases. This gives students practice reading those sight words in context. You can find many Dolch phrases attached to this lesson plan so that students can practice a different list each day. When introducing the high-frequency words, it is best to do them in small, manageable chunks. Introduce 5 new words at a time. Continue introducing new words after the current words have been mastered. Start by having the students spell the word as you point to each letter. Then, swipe your finger underneath the word card as you read the word. Use the sight word sentences provided or write your own sentences so that students can practice reading the sight word in context. Continue introducing the remaining new sight words by spelling them and reading them in a sentence. The next part of the lesson is the guided practice. The guided practice activity should be a game that gives students the opportunity to practice identifying and reading sight words in many different ways. See the additional resources section of the lesson plan to view more sight word games. For this activity, you will need pointers and the second grade Dolch words, either printed out or written on index cards. Spread the word cards face up on a table or flat surface. Give each student a pointer. Call out a sight word. The first person to put his or her pointer on the word and read it correctly gets to keep the card. After all the cards are gone, have students practice reading the cards they collected. You can choose to play this game with only new sight words, or you can use this game to review past words. The independent practice will give students an opportunity to apply their learning. Give students a copy of the Dolch story. To reuse these copies, place them inside a page protector and give students a dry erase marker to use. As students read the story, have them circle the 5 new Dolch words that were introduced. Give students approximately 3 to 4 minutes to complete this. Since this passage is comprised of only sight words, they should be able to read it quickly. After the time is up, have students take turns sharing a sentence that contains the circled Dolch word. A formative assessment has been created on Edify to assess this standard. For this assessment, the teacher and student will each need a separate device. The student will read the second grade Dolch words. As the student is reading, the teacher will be marking whether or not the student was able to read each word in less than 3 seconds.